Welcome Alabama fans back to another edition of Bama Insider on the road. Last month we made a stop in Atlanta, Georgia to check in on a couple of 2023 Bama targets. Those were Georgia tight end commit Lawson Luckie and recent cornerback offer Tyler Scott. Here is our breakdown of what we saw from the two prospects a couple of weeks ago. Starting with Luckie, he is a legitimate 6'3", 240 pounds. Luckie moves very well for a tight end prospect and navigates the open seam with ease. He's not comparable to a player like Kyle Pitts from a route running standpoint, but isn't someone you can leave unaccounted for either. He has a large catch radius, can contort his body to make difficult catches, and showed off good run after catch ability as well. Luckie is also a very willing blocker. For most of the night, he was tasked with securing blocks either near the line of scrimmage or 10 to 15 yards down the field. Luckie does a fairly good job of shooting his arms up quickly to engage with a defender and moves his feet well while not losing his balance. The Crimson Tide got Luckie on campus once again in October and are trying to flip him from the Georgia Bulldogs. With performances like the one we saw, it's easy to see why he remains a top priority for the staff. Switching over to Scott, the 6'2", 185-pounder received an offer from Alabama on October 10th. He is slated to officially visit the school later this month for the weekend of the Iron Bowl. The former Arkansas State commit absolutely looks the part of a Power 5 cornerback and played like that against Campbell High last month. Scott is very fluid with his hip movement and showcases a nice burst when the receiver tries to accelerate past him. He was attached at the hip of his opponent on every single pass play that we saw. Scott matches that 6'2" height with long arms, so he's a pass deflection waiting to happen with his tight coverage plus length. We did find Scott to be a little too handsy in the game we saw him play in. That's an area he'll have to clean up as he'll be called for penalties at the next level. Even so, there's a lot to work with as it pertains to Scott's skill set. His body frame, fluid hips, stick-to-hip coverage, and speed makes him an intriguing prospect. Thank you all for once again tuning into this edition of Bama Insider on the road. You can also check out some of our other great recruiting coverage on BamaInsider.com. Get premium access until August 31st, 2023 for just $10 or 1 month 50% off. Signing off for Bama Insider, this is Joseph Hastings.